You're watching News Leader 9 with Cheryl Renee and meteorologist Greg Majewski.
Let's take a look at Callaway Gardens from our Alpha Insurance Skycam in Pine Mountain. You can see the rain is coming down there. A little drizzly.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to amount to a lot, really. I mean, barely above a trace, less than 1/10 of an inch if you're lucky, just depending on where you're at. It's going to be brief, and it'll be clearing right out. In fact, we're actually looking at some sunshine back in here for later this afternoon.
Oh, really?
That's what we're expecting.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's trending with that forecast. And remember, as always, you can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. A great source to get those updates throughout the day. As once again, we are expecting the rain to get on out of here and some sunshine to come back in here before the sun sets. And it looks like cooler weather ahead for the weekend. And then we'll see a brief warm-up as we head toward Veterans Day before the cold weather comes right back in here toward the end of next week. So we'll worry about that when we get to it. But right now, tracking the rain coming in, very light drizzle and some light rain across Columbus, stretching back over toward Union Springs. A little heavier downpours down in here. As we zoom in a little bit closer, you can see some rains just to the east of Lumpkin, to the southwest of Buena Vista. Some rains there just to your north and getting near Preston. So again, you may just see a little bit of rain out there. Not going to amount to a whole lot before it moves on out of here very quickly. Currently 67 degrees in Columbus, 72 at Fort Benning, 68 in LaGrange, 63 in Auburn, and 75 degrees down in Eufaula. They broke a little bit of sunshine there. You can see the clouds moving through right now, but clearly you see the clearing back up toward the north, up across Huntsville and Birmingham. That'll be moving in for later this afternoon. So cloudy, little drizzle out there, but it's going to dry up a little bit later this afternoon as the cold front moves on through, and that cool air dives right from the south. That's going to set up for temperatures for tonight. Going to be below normal. In fact, with the jet stream configured like this, and it's pretty much going to stay in place like that straight into next week, we're going to continue to see these little shots come on down. And eventually what's going to happen is we're going to have a pretty good cold shot come down sometime toward the end of next week as you're going to hear this again, the polar vortex is going to break free and come down into the Ohio River Valley once again. How cold it'll get, we'll watch it closely, but nothing like a wintertime thing, but it's just definitely going to be below normal temperature-wise toward the end of next week. Here comes the frontal system, clearing it on out of here. Going to see clear skies for tonight. You'll need the jacket tomorrow morning, and then looking at a pretty good weekend with plenty of sunshine expected for both Saturday and Sunday. Just a few clouds around, so looking pretty good. If you have anything planned with the family, should be able to enjoy it. Breaking it down by the zones, yesterday's high was 72. We'll be pretty close to that once again for today. 73 for LaGrange, 69 for Lafayette. Shifting further south, Auburn, you're looking at 73. 73 in Columbus and 73 over into Ellaville. And for our southern viewing area, looking at 74 for Eufaula, 75 in Cuthbert, and 74 degrees in Americus. The next 7 days showing the cooler temperatures back in the 60s. Yeah, 43 tomorrow morning, maybe 39 for Saturday morning. And then we briefly warm those temperatures up slightly out ahead of the next frontal system that'll be arriving on Wednesday. We get up to near around 70 for Veterans Day, which is pretty good with all the Veterans Day activities that'll be going on. And then we'll get ready for that colder weather to settle in here on Thursday and Friday. And we'll have to watch that closely as we're watching. It's amazing how you can watch weather in one part of the world.
And how it may affect.
And how it impacts the weather in another part of the world, because ultimately that's what we're seeing.
All right. Thank you so much, Greg. Coming up on News Leader